Hey AIG, this is Gordon Klein, and this short video is going to be a quick walkthrough of getting a project off the ground in Teams. So that means using the PIF to add the project to Teams and the automations that happen with that, and then assigning the first task. So the critical steps to really get things going. There's a lot of little steps in there and standards to kind of follow. So I'm going to try to focus in this demo a lot on naming conventions. This whole system is all about us being organized and working well together. So if we follow similar naming conventions and standard, it's going to help us all understand where to find what we need when we need it. Let's get started. Okay, here we are in Teams, and underneath the home team I find the PIF channel, and I click PIF page, and here we are, we're looking at the PIF page, and I have magically already started to fill out some fields, but here's where we want to start talking about standards, right, and naming conventions. So I'm going to put the eManage project number in this first field. In the second field, I'm going to fill out a project title, which should be something that matches as close as possible to the eManage title that I used. I've really got to emphasize here, letters and numbers only. We can't use any special characters, including dashes, periods, quotes, any of that stuff. Keep it simple, keep it short. Here I put the customer, AMC, Army Material Command in Rock Island, and the project is CIF Modernization. Cool, I'm going to assign that to the house sales rep, and it's going to be primarily a technology project, and I will submit, and it'll take a couple of minutes for that to actually push the data through and create the team for me. But through the miracle of modern technology, I have sped up time, and if I go look in my house team over here underneath more channels, I see that project already exists. I'm going to favorite it with the star so that it'll appear in this list for me all the time. And now if I click on it, I can see files directories have already been created, and through all of your great work, we have already started to populate different templates in especially the pre-sale area. It's starting to push some stuff into post-sale, so scope of work templates, shipping price templates, that kind of stuff. All right, now that this stuff exists, I want to get things moving, so I want to assign the first task. How do I do that? Click plus, select Planner as the tab I want to add, and for the name of the planner I am going to use the same project number every time I add a tab, and I'm going to keep it simple, just the project number, and maybe call it just tasks. That's fine. I don't need to put the name of the task that I'm going to create here. This is the overall plan that is going to exist for this project. So when I click the button to save that, sure enough, now it's added the tab for the overall plan name associated with this project, and now I can start to add tasks. Type in a task name, and again, really good idea to follow these conventions and use the project number and say 555111 project new, and I'm going to assign this to, well, in this case, to keep it simple and not confuse people, I'll just assign it to myself. I'll give myself a due date of, I got at least a week. Add that task, and boom, now I can click on that task and come back in and add some more details and say, Gordon, you need to price out a system. All right, cool. So I've already gotten an email telling me about it. When I click on that email, I'll see this description, and we can move on from there. And that is adding the first task. From there, I want to add OneNote in. I'll click plus and OneNote, and I'm adding a notebook for this project, so I'll create new notebook. And again, project number 555111, and just notes. That's fine. That's added as a tab that'll now be accessible within this project, and I can find it and add it to my own personal OneNote on my iPad or Surface or whatever. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks, guys.